Fellow gaming lords, welcome to a new series that we're going to do to basically dig deep into the game mode, or the story content of Marvel Future Revolution, and judge for ourselves what we think about it. So I want to start this series off by using a character that I haven't actually played any at all so far, and that's going to be my Star-Lord. I have yet to play him in any capacity whatsoever, and I've done so intentionally, mostly because I feel like he's the weakest character in the game. And I feel like, he is one of my favorite characters in terms of like from the Marvel universe, and especially the super universe in terms of like cosmic powers and stuff like that, and cosmic level stuff instead of just here on Earth. But he's one of those characters. I've definitely invested inside the other characters, but I want to show you the benefits. Basically, you can see I'm at squad rank 136. There's a reason for you to level up all the characters. So we're going to begin with Star-Lord in order to describe this and show you what's happening. And we're going to examine the story mode as well. So with Star-Lord, we're going to start out in the Savage Shadowland. You do not do that with all characters. Every character basically has his own beginning story, which is pretty cool. It would have been nice if that had carried out all the way through the game and all the different areas with the villains that you meet.
It's funny. I don't remember it being this hot.
Or overgrown. One of the things that I do love about the game is that there's funny things, because I see Savage Shadowland and it immediately makes me think of Marvel Future Fight, because that's called the Shadowland. They should literally add a mode inside for Shadowland inside Marvel Future Fight called Savage Shadowland, and just make it like kind of like how World Boss Ultimate and World Boss Legend is. Just make it legendary mode for Shadowland. So here goes one of the things I immediately want to show you guys, all right, is that because my squad rank is all the way sitting at 136, my power levels are going to start pretty high. So I'm at 74,000 power level without having anything equipped. No cards, no uniforms, no battle badges. There's nothing equipped, but I start out pretty high, which is really good. I'm going to set the game to auto so that way I can talk through some things with you guys, and we're going to actually let the game play. It's probably going to be a long series, and some of the videos are probably going to be 15-30 minutes long. But yeah, so stick around. You'll be able to skip through them. I'll try to skip through some of the non-story essential parts. But this series is literally about trying to appreciate the game. I feel like there's been a lot of videos made about the content of the game with regards to things being fast-paced and just rifling through them, and not enough about like exactly what players are actually getting. Like games by themselves are repetitive. We click, we shoot, we move on, but we never really take the time to appreciate the things that the developers actually do in the game. Especially once you get at a certain level, like appreciating Star-Lord's costumes, appreciating the story that they've crafted, appreciating these little moments like him having that moment with this little raptor inside there. So this is just another one of those kill missions. You can see down here on the bottom, right, that we're basically getting the ability to just equip. I like that they added this in here, because instead of having to dip out and miss certain things where we go inside here and we say auto equip, you can basically equip from the screen, which is really good, right? Because that's something that we want. This is something I've noticed that's been happening a lot since the patch, where the ground seems to raise up above the players, especially with flight characters. It didn't seem to happen as much with like Captain America. But like appreciating something like this right here, where like look at the faces, the animations, the body, the shadowing and stuff like that of the characters. Even that blur effect was actually pretty nice. Why they look so damn tiny though? Let me see. Hold on, because I thought oh, okay, these are larger raptors. I was like, why the hell they look so damn tiny? So Pt1 over here saving people in the Savage Shadowland.
Lousy piece of junk!
Now, I definitely feel like I've given you guys more than enough time at this point to be like, hey, you've played through the game, gotten through the story. Let's equip this one. So we're getting the new skills as we evolve the character. I think we finally unlock the last skill right here at probably about level 20 or something, I think, or no, level 10 I think it is the last skill to get unlocked. But you're seeing how basically the skills get unlocked for a character. The gameplay is fairly easy, especially once you've leveled up a in-game character. We're not going to skip any of the content, so this series is going to be long, guys. I'm going to try to break them up into, you know, segments, so that way you don't have to sit through a 30-minute video. Jacoog.
You're searching for your friends too? Then I guess we're in the same. See you later.
So it's funny because we don't get voice effects for everything, but I think they did a good mix of voice effects versus not having voice effects. The thing I wonder is, like, I know some of the agents are people from the Netmarble development team, CMs and stuff like that. I wonder if most of the characters in this game were from Netmarble's teams. And in case you're wondering, I'm playing this on emulator. I definitely have it set at high effects. Yeah, so this is the best graphics you're probably going to get. I have a 3080 for EVGA for the Win Ultra gaming card. I have a fairly powerful computer, so but emulators are what emulators are. I was playing for the first time on my phone last night and did notice some heating effects that were happening, which was a little bit concerning, but it is what it is. You know, they have and I have a Galaxy S21 Ultra Android phone, so that was the first time I ever noticed any heating effects, though, so I'm not sure what that was about, to be honest with you. So it's funny that we had to defeat the Saurians and stuff like that. The Shadowland is just interesting and an intriguing area in and of itself because, for those who don't know, you know, you have two different Shadowlands that are usually talked about. And one of them is, they talk about the Shadowland with relation to, there was a comic book series run where it was like Shadowland. It was basically like, what's his name? Daredevil was basically going to take over as the leader of the Ninja Clan. It's kind of funny, right? So yeah, because thinking about Daredevil basically being a bad guy, and I'm going to spoil some things in these reviews. If you haven't played through Black Widow, she basically fights the evil Daredevil, who's the actual leader of the Shadowlands, or the Hand Ninja Clan. But Daredevil sets up his base of operations inside the Shadowlands. The Shadowlands is this prehistoric place inside of the Marvel Comics universe. I don't think we've had them even mentioned at all yet. Inside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the interesting thing about it is that this is usually a place that we associate to the X-Men. Like, there's, what was his name? Kazar, Kazar, there's some other characters familiar, there's some other characters familiar with that area, but they're usually this is an area usually related to X-Men comics. We don't really go to the Shadowland as much in other places, so it's kind of weird. But I love the fact that they, you know, that they did this, because it's really weird. Yeah, the Shadowland is a pretty funny area. Whenever they introduce it into comic books, I kind of laugh about it. So we get this little quick time effect. It was weird because we got these quick time effects in the beginning of the game, and we never get these quick time effects again. Like, I don't. There's no points inside the story after you get past about level 10 that we get any of these quick time effects. They just kind of get relegated to the back seat for some reason. I want to equip you. Okay, there we go. So we've unlocked at level 5 his 4th skill, Gravity Bomb.
If anyone asks, that never.
Whatever you say.
Looks like we're pretty deep in the jungle now. You know the way home?
My camp is between
No, she doesn't know the way home.
Fortress of Shadows.
And a little clipping going on here.
Living trees, huh?
If only I could believe that.
Pretty face, though. Pretty face.
It's too bad. We made a good team. Don't get eaten on your feet.
So I love the little trail effect that he has for his boots. Shows that a lot. You get the little move. I think the other character that does that move similar to that is Storm. It's like a wind up speed through, which is a little bit weird, but it's cool. So now we're fighting trees, little Groots. If you're not aware, Groot is not just the only Groot like him. There are other Groots. They're a race of these characters like Groot. That they're in the Shadowlands a little odd, but I mean Convergence, so like you do face off against these characters inside the battle challenge. There are certain stages that will have these characters, but it's really weird because I don't feel like they're used anywhere else in the game. So yeah, it's really weird because I don't think there's another way to get to the Savage Shadowland either. But there is that Savage Shadowland set, and people seem to love those sets. But you're definitely probably wailing to get them sets, that's for sure. So you can see, like, none of this stuff is like that damn difficult to level up a character, especially once you've gotten past a certain point. Also, if you pay attention to the background music, I know you can't necessarily hear it because I have the volume down. Let's turn it up a little bit. Every character does have their own unique music. Elder Groot. Every character does have their own unique music, so it's pretty interesting that they all have their own background music. Here's a little thing for you guys to give you an idea of the fact that I actually like Star-Lord as a character. I actually had a commission done for a cosplay for Groot for PAX East 2014, and it was actually Star-Lord. So I actually had a Star-Lord costume commission. Female cosplayer by the name of Fantasy Ninja did the cosplay did the commission for me. Didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, and I most definitely could not fit it now, but she did some good seamstress works on the uniform, on the outfit set itself, but the helmet was just, it wasn't complete, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, and I actually still have that sitting in my closet. Just so you guys know. Yeah, I do a lot of shit, but I am a nerd at heart. And there we go with another quick time event. Boom! Why you fuck up Groot, bro? Why'd you do that, Star-Lord?
It's too bad. We would have made a great team. Sorry about that. I'm a little on edge.
Clearly.
I just fought an evil version of my friend, not to mention the dinosaurs, and... Hey, Are you? Me? You're not evil too, are you? Not last I checked. Though I've got some ex-girlfriends who might disagree.
Personal space, bitch.
But enough about me. The time has come for you to guard more than one galaxy.
I hate that uniform that he has on there. It looks so stupid. But every character plays across that same exact way. You play through about the first 5 levels of the game, and you end up meeting yourself, and they introduce you to Omega Flight.
Okay.
Guys, let me know, is it called Omega Flight on the other servers as well? Even though your server is called Sakaar, is it called Omega Flight headquarters and stuff like that on you guys' server? Or, you know, is it called Sakaar Flight or something like that? Can you let me know? So I'll basically you get taken back to Omega Flight headquarters at this point, and you're introduced to, you know, this new convergence mission here. This is where they basically roll out the intent of the game.
It's up to us to stop them. Well, us and about 1,000 other heroes. Welcome to Earth's last line of defense.
So we'll stop the video here, and I'll pick up with part 2 of this series right after this. I think this is a good part. Remember, guys, like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.